like float up in the air. This sucks, man.
Oh my gosh.
Don't you just hate it when you can't like float up into the air? Sucks.
Don't you just hate it when you can't like phase through a block in Minecraft?
Don't you hate it when you can't phase through a wall in real life?
It just sucks.
It's so inconvenient.
It's so. Alright, can I start reading my story?
Yes, please do. Please do.
Yeah.
So this is an excerpt from The Accidental Captives, the story of 7 women alone in Nazi Germany. Am I allowed to say the word Nazi on YouTube? Are we gonna instantly get banned? Near the end of November, Teddy and Line. What kind of name is Line? Am I
Line.
pronouncing that wrong?
It's lime.
Literally just Line. Okay, near the end of November, Teddy. I feel like I need to read closer and do my
Yes,
fancy reading.
please do.
Near the end of November, Teddy and Line left on a business trip to Vienna, with the promise that Line would call on their return trip and resume her lessons. However, there was never any further word from her. Once the United States had officially declared war on Germany, it seemed that the door had slammed shut on
DiamondHeir.exe, stop responding.
Wait, I don't know how to be on. Fraternization with the enemy. While the Americans were still in Berlin, the Canadians... Wait, I need to, like, position my book behind my microphone here. This is easier. Okay. While the Americans were still in Berlin, the Canadians could pass as acceptable social contacts. But once that situation changed, in the estimation of many potential hosts and hostesses, Isabel and Kitsy quickly spiraled into the category of persona non grata. I don't know what that means. Fortunately, in the meantime, Isabel had taken on another people on a one-by-one basis. I'm a bully.
Sorry, my brother just got home and he tried to initiate a conversation with me.
Bad. Don't you hate it when people just try to talk to you?
It sucks.
That really sucks. Almost as much as physics.
No, you.
Those are so inconvenient though. They just suck all the time.
So, Diamond, why can't I have YouTube rank?
What kind of drink do you
You
have?
have YouTube rank, kid. Look.
What? Oh, I didn't even...
Smart
Nice.
one.
You're so smart.
Right, I'm gonna read the rest of this book. 74 more- wait. How many pages actually are there? So I guess
Stop counting pages. It makes it go slower.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
You know what makes it go slower? Being in a call with 4 nerds, but...
Oh my god, no. Just read!
Oh, okay, so notes start on page 187. So technically speaking, I only have 60 more pages. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Alright.
Just read 9 more pages. Yes.
Alright, okay. So after she's pouring cognac on her toes... I'm sorry. It was always a present from a flyer from Paris. Lisbeth couldn't buy it. In fact, she could do almost none of the things she had been accustomed to doing. And that,
come
for
on.
Lisbeth, who had the
Who
wherewithal
changed-
to
who
indulge
changed
in
my
slightest whim,
nickname?
was
No.
galling.
Let Diamond read, guys. Come on.
I could shed a tear or two for Lisbeth, who is small and round, and gay and witty and wise. Life may have been... I didn't make that up. That's what the book
I was
says.
reading a book and this description of a guy was thick. Just thick.
With 2 C's, right?
Yeah.
Alright, well, suffer.
Does
Fine.
anyone want to play Bed Wars?
Do you want to jump off a cliff? Wait, no.
What?
No.
Nothing.
What?
Nothing.
No, that's not how it works. You can't.
Should I... Kat, am I supposed to read, like, the next 60 pages of this book?
Yes.
Out
I'm
loud?
No,
gonna edit it all.
I swear, that's... No.
So the churches of many denominations had been closed. Every Sunday, without fail, they would go to either the American or the Danish church and offer up their prayers. Vita and Jamie for their husbands languishing in a prisoner of war camp. Olga, who had left her heart in Africa, for her beloved mission in Natal. To the good offices of Miss Wilhelm of the YMCA. YMCA. They also met once a week for Bible study courses at the YMCA, where 4 of the former attorneys from Lmao alternated in teaching classes. Now and then they also found themselves witnessing events unfolding around them that were meant to stir the minds and hearts of the German folk. We saw our first big Nazi demonstration in the 25th of November, when Berlin crowds gathered to pay homage to Werner Mulders, a hero of the German Luftwaffe, who had been killed in an accident in Germany after
You're
taking
just
part
spitting
in
out
over
words.
100 dogfights.
With
I'm literally reading the book. Luftwaffe is German. I think it means air war or something like that. And the knowledge of his presence inside the house seemed to hold the people gathered there under a sort of hypnotic power. The mere sight of his car incited wild cheering, saluting, and the metallic click of soldiers' boots, but all was not quite what it seemed. This is reading like a horror movie, my gosh. Horror movie, horror book, horror story. Alright.
Horror story.
One of Isabel's personal coups... There's a P in that word, but I'm fairly sure I'm not supposed to pronounce it. One of Isabel's personal coups was managing to get tickets to hear 2 concerts of the Berlin Philharmonic under the baton of the renowned conductor-composer Wilhelm Furtwängler. What the heck kind of name is that? But if tickets for the Philharmonic were difficult to come by, obtaining tickets for any of Berlin's 3 opera houses was an even greater challenge, and a more expensive one too. After lining up several times from 8 in the morning till noon to try and get a cheap seat, Isabel finally decided to part with a good portion of her monthly allowance and indulge herself in a front row seat for a performance of Wagner's Tristan and Isolde. Probably pronounced that wrong too. Isolde. How am I supposed to pronounce that? Isolde? What? I don't know. Olga, who was also a serious music lover, made the observation that it was virtually impossible to satisfy Berlin audiences. Grasping at the release which accompanied the experience, they demanded encore after encore. With insatiable appetites, their applause beckoned back the performers, and even after the last note had been played and the concert ended, they thronged the stage requesting more. Berlin's hunger for good music grew increasingly, as all other avenues of escape were cut off, since the children of party officials were forbidden to attend, and the rest were discouraged from participation. The Hitler Youth Movement held them firmly in its grasp. On the outskirts of Berlin, the church of the renowned poet and anti-Nazist I can't. You guys English. On the outskirts of Berlin, the church of the renowned poet and anti-Nazi activist Pastor Martin Niemöller was still open for worship, although Niemöller had long since been incarcerated. Even today, the final words of Niemöller's best-known poem continue to resonate throughout the world. They came for me, and there was no one left to speak out for me. I know that poem! I know that! I've heard that poem before! Wow, that's funny. Okay. Each evening at sunset, intercessory services were held for... I don't know half these words. My goodness. Alright. Each evening at sunset, I need to look this up. Nito Dorito. Okay, dude, I kick butt at Jenga. Jenga and Solitaire. Those are my main games, alright? Honestly. No, okay, the real way to do Jenga is you get like 10 people to start, right? And you do a tournament, so like every time someone loses, they get eliminated, and at the end, there is a winner. I'm starting to think this is cute. Oof. That's sad. Cat, you know he can't see that, right? Okay.
Don't even worry about it.
I was Joke. Hi, Joke. I'm Diamond.
That was a bad dad joke.
You're a bad dad joke.
What? Did you just assume my gender?
No, what? No! I'm gonna continue reading. My voice is starting to hurt. Do I really have to read the rest of this out loud? Because I've only read 2 pages so far.
What?
58 more to go.
It's a load of pages?
Yeah.
You already sent that one. Get more original. Yes. Did that sound distant?
I might just have to leave the call to finish this, because I'm never gonna finish this book. Honestly.
Oh, okay. I'll just edit this alone then.
I'm sorry. I will, if you want, I'll join you for story time at another time, but now's not a good time. I really do have to get this done, and
Yeah.
the way things are going on, it's never gonna happen. Read.
Yeah, okay. I'll just edit this.
Alright. Bye, nerds.
Bye.
See ya.
La